Hi, in this video we'll be talking about redox reactions. So what is a redox reaction? A redox reaction is a reaction that occurs when electrons are transferred. No changes in charge means no redox. And what else you need to know is that single replacement, decomposition, synthesis, type A are all usually redox reactions. Alright, and something else you need to know is that losing electrons means it's being oxidized. Gaining electrons means it's being reduced. And here's something a little bit more confusing. What gets oxidized, basically what's losing electron, is a reducing agent. What gets reduced, basically the one that is gaining electrons, is an oxidizing agent. Okay, here's our rules about redox reactions. 1. Neutral substances have a neutral charge, and hydrogen will have a 1+ when combined with a more electronegative element. For example, CH4. Now, hydrogen will be 1- when combined with a less electronegative element, like LiH. Now, oxygen will usually have a 2- charge, except when it's a peroxide. Peroxide is polyatomic ion 2-, it's H2O2, and each of the O will only have 1-. Now our fifth one says sum of a neutral compound equals 0, and the sum of polyatomic ion must equal to the charge of the ion. And finally, the less electronegative element will have positive oxidation. Alright, now this might be a little bit confusing, and yeah, we're gonna clarify it. And another thing you need to know, I know you should probably know this by now, but just to write it here, gaining electrons is becoming more negative. Makes sense, right? Electrons are negative, gaining more of them makes it more negative. Losing electrons is becoming more positive. So if you see something that went from 1+ to 2+, that means it lost an electron and therefore became more positive. A 2- to 3- means it gained electron, making it more negative. Alright, you should probably know this by now, but that's just a reminder. And we're going to do an example to show what everything we just said means. All right, we have a balanced equation of 2Al plus 3Fe2 plus makes 2Al 3 plus 3Fe. Now this is the equation that we're given, and let's see what happens over here. This is a neutral compound, so it's going to be neutral with a charge of 0. And now this one, obviously 2+, and this one 3+. So what does it have to do in order to become 3+? That means it lost 3 electrons, which made it more positive, right? Now this one became neutral with a 0 charge. And how did it get from 2+ to 0? Well, obviously it gained 2 electrons. Alright, and we're gonna write these half reactions down. What is being oxidized? So we first need to figure out what is being oxidized. Again, from up here, oxidized is losing electrons. What is losing electrons? Al. So we're gonna write it as normal Al became Al 3 plus 3 electrons from here. And our reduction half reaction. Reduction is what is gaining electrons. What is gaining electrons? Fe. So we have Fe 2 plus, and it gained 2 electrons to form a neutral Fe. And this is basics to redox reactions. We're going to be doing redox, a lot more complicated redox reactions with acids and bases in the next videos. Thank you for watching.